Right, Lauren from Manchester Rocks here with Mark from Babylon Fire in the Babylon bus. So, how's SOS been for you so far?
Really good so far. Everyone's been nuts as usual, as they are every year, which is really good. A lot of positivity, a lot of crazy people jumping around everywhere, getting incredibly hot and sweaty, so it's always good.
Fantastic. So, obviously, you're headlining tonight.
Yep.
What was it like to be asked to headline SOS?
It came out of the blue a little bit. Obviously, we didn't play last year, and apparently people missed us. So Mark put in the word to us a few months ago and just asked, how would you guys feel about headlining the Metal Night? And we just said, jumped at the chance, absolutely.
What can we expect from your set tonight?
Ooh, a lot of current stuff that we're doing, still going through the Dark Horizons album.
Mm-hmm.
So will be a lot of stuff from that. Be a couple of surprises, a bit more of a show than we've had a chance to put on before.
Okay.
So we're looking for a lot of energy, a lot of fun, and by the looks of things, a lot of sweat.
Fantastic. So Dark Horizons has been really well received. What are your thoughts on the sort of press surrounding it and feedback from your fans?
Everything's been really good. I mean, our idea when we put the album out there, well, we released it and the music is for us. It's what we wanted to create. It's something that we wanted to be able to listen back to and enjoy. And the fact that when we put it out there, it was received the way it was completely unexpected and really flattering. So everyone who's been buying the album and listening to it and saying how it's affected them and what they think of it and their interpretations of the lyrics and stuff like that, it's phenomenal.
Fantastic. So I know Rishi's a really big vinyl fan.
Oh, yeah.
Will we expect to see it on vinyl at all?
Do you know what? It's one thing we're all pushing, even if we just get 4 copies made just for the band, because we all want a vinyl copy of that, just to get that big sleeve and pull out that 12-inch black vinyl and just put that on and play. We'd love to listen to that. That'd be something. I think we're probably going to fund that ourselves and have a few pressed.
Have you ever thought about asking your fans to fund it?
Not really. It's not something that we think about in terms of they do so much for us anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're the ones who keep us on the road.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for them, then there would be no Babylon Fire. We'd just be 4 guys just sat in a rehearsal room somewhere. So it's only because they keep wanting us to come back that we're able to stay out there.
Right. So what sort of fan base do you have then? What sort of ages?
It's a real mix. I mean, we've got some fans as young as like 8 and 9 years old, and then we've got others that are into their 60s. So we seem to get a really, really large demographic, which is great.
Yeah, fantastic. So what about the sort of the range of venues that you play? Obviously, I know you play smaller venues, you play bigger venues. What's been your biggest gig to date?
Well, biggest gig today is probably, at the moment, just for the prestige of it, is just going to be here tonight.
Yeah.
So headlining SOS Fest. It's now 6th year, I think it is, and we've played, this is now going to be our 5th time here. And so like I say, it's a huge honour for us to come back and actually headline it. So there's been some great bands that have headlined this. The first time we played SOS, the headliners were Heaven's Basement. Mm-hmm. So we opened for them that night, and so it's just got bigger and better. But there's been some great gigs over the last couple of years. We played Cock Rock up in Cockermouth.
Oh, yeah.
That was a phenomenal gig. We headlined the second stage while Goldie Looking Chain headlined the main stage. That was outdoor, and it was a great experience, that one. And we've just played Les Fest up in Scotland last month, and that was epic. But I think the biggest one for us to date, in terms of the crowd and the atmosphere and everything like that, was Whizfest over in Belgium.
Right.
And we're just working out at the moment. Apparently we are going to be going back to Whizfest next year.
Right.
Somewhere, because we only filled in this time round.
Okay.
So Core of Nation were supposed to be playing Whizfest.
Yeah.
And 2 weeks before they had to pull out for some reason. So we got a phone call from Rock Sector saying, would you guys mind coming over to Belgium? I said, yeah, that sounds absolutely great. One problem, I don't have a passport. And we got 2 weeks notice. I better get my backside to Liverpool. Indeed.
Most depressing place in the world, that passport office.
It's horrifying. It's like I just
that
go through the full metal
the
detectors.
inside.
It's like, oh my god.
There's people stressing that
There's people there with their suitcases, ready to go to the airport.
I've done it myself.
It was hilarious. But Whizfest was amazing.
Yeah.
And the crowd in Belgium were just, we were on at 2:00 in the afternoon, and no one had really heard of us. We were on there with 2 weeks' notice that we were added to the bill. and we turned up, and every man and his dog in there just went nuts. And by the time we'd finished, everyone had their fists in the air. They were all going crazy. I had to leg it off stage round to the merch. I just had euros thrust in my face. It was absolutely insane. The best bunch of people we've encountered so far.
Right.
They were all absolutely mental, and they were hanging around with us for the rest of the gig because we stayed over that night.
Right.
And still, towards the end of the night, we were still having people coming up to us. We signed our CD, we signed our T-shirts, and it was absolutely epic. So we can't wait to go over there. But we are going back over to Belgium later on this autumn.
Yeah.
So we're really looking forward to that, to be honest.
Oh, mint. So with regards to, you said about your crowds that come to see you and the fans that come to see you. What about you? What sort of gigs do you personally like to go to?
On mine, festival scene. I've unfortunately not been able to get out and do it as much this year because of gigging ourselves, but I'm normally a frequent of Download. Love Download, but favourite band for me, Slipknot.
Right, okay.
Absolutely adore Corey. The guy's my hero. So yeah, anything to do with that. I'm very much a product of the new metal scene for me.
Okay.
So a lot of Slipknot, Korn.
Yeah.
Going down that whole route down there, even like to the old rap metal days as well. Love a little bit of Limp Bizkit and old school Papa Roach.
Yeah.
But no, I've one gig I would have loved to have seen years ago, and this is taking everyone by surprise. Is I would have loved to have seen Frank Sinatra live.
Really?
Yeah, I was raised on him. My mum was a huge
Yeah.
Frank Sinatra and Rat Pack fan, so that's where my musical influences started.
Right. So do you say that obviously, you know, he's a fantastic performer and things like that, Frank Sinatra. Would you say that you look to that and he inspires you with your own performance? I know it's obviously not the same style.
Oh, I
but
would say the way that he can
and
interact with the crowd and stuff like that, and just his mannerisms. But more for me, it's not the words that he sang or the tune that he sang, just the feeling that behind it that he gave to every lyric. Even like songs that obviously he'd never wrote,
Yeah.
he looked at those lyrics and he made them as if he was the one that had written them. He was performing
Yeah.
that, and it was almost like my mum described it as every song he sang, she felt like he was singing directly to her, and that's
Right.
how everyone in the crowd felt. That he was addressing each and every one of them individually, and that's the sort of thing that I would take as an influence. But I still say the greatest frontman of all time is Freddie Mercury.
Yeah, I've
think
had that
without a doubt,
conversation. Yeah, definitely.
He was the absolute pinnacle
Yeah.
of frontman.
Fantastic show, man. Definitely. So obviously we're sat in a bus
Yeah.
waiting for your gig. How do you prepare for your sets?
Normally hang around. It's like we were here yesterday, and yesterday was all fun and games and getting a lot of the interviews done, stuff like that, interacting with people. Today is more chilling out, getting myself into more of a zone. Probably about an hour and a half before the gig, I'll just go backstage. There's a nice cool room downstairs in the basement. I'll just chill in for about an hour, do my warm-ups, and just get my head in the zone.
Okay. So where can people find out more about Babylon Fire?
They can find out loads about us everywhere, or you can go through the Rock Sector website. You can go through our Facebook, which is Babylon Fire UK. You can go onto YouTube, Fantasist. Come on, baby, bring it in.
You right there, love?
Hey up. Oh, it's Guy Love, that's what it is.
I love this man. Sorry to ruin the interview.
No, it's quite all right.
Do you mind if I sit in?
You go for it. We're almost done.
Like we should extend it almost.
But yeah, so YouTube channel, it's a big one. So Babylon Fire UK again on YouTube, and that's where you can find our music video as well, Blood In, Blood Out.
Nicely done.
Mm-hmm.
Question I've asked pretty much every band that I've interviewed over this weekend. If money was no object, what festival would you like to headline?
Download. Saturday night at
Straight
Download.
away.
without hesitation.
Without a doubt, really, isn't it? Yeah.
Are you the same?
Personally, yeah, I'm a fan of the Download lineup, so I think it's a great festival. So yeah.
It's like a fantasist interview.
Yeah.
As well.
Hey, we've managed to amalgamate the two. This is great.
Where's my morph suit? I thought I was getting an honorary morph suit.
Well, you've not paid us yet.
That's the whole point of honorary. I don't have to pay for it.
No, honorary means pay.
Fuck. I've managed to not swear throughout the whole interview. You come in and that's it.
all
It slips
goes
out.
wrong.
You're welcome.
So last question, Mark. If you can sum up Babylon Fire in 3 words, what would the 3 words be?
Aggressive, passionate, and fun.
Fantastic. Thanks very much.
You're welcome.